Hi, y'all, and welcome back. If you're new here, welcome and glad you found us. I am JoJo, and it is great to meet you. We are about to talk about another true crime case and hopefully see justice be done. But before we do, please hit that like button. And if you haven't already, click subscribe and turn your bell notifications to all so you can make sure to be notified when I post new videos. Thank you, everyone, for all your support. It means the world to me. Now sit back, kick off your shoes, grab your tissues and stress balls, and let's dive in. The content you are about to watch contains the subject matter of a real life true crime event. Therefore, it is not suitable for all ages and is only intended for adults. Well, good Sunday morning to y'all. Wanted to do a little bit of an update on Odin Upton and let y'all know what I have found out thus far. This was the missing boy that was found deceased the next morning. There really hasn't been much said. It's really looking like this is an unfortunate tragedy. We've unfortunately lost a young boy really too soon. I will say that there has been some speculation and some rumors that I have seen on social media saying that this little angel was autistic. As I read through these couple of articles that I did pull to update you guys with this morning, it kind of would make sense as to where they found him. Knowing how autistic children are, I don't personally have children that are autistic. I have read things on autistic children. I was a committee chair of a very small Cub Scout pack in our local community. While my boys were in Cub Scouts, I essentially ran the whole Cub Scout pack because we didn't have any other volunteers aside from myself, my parents, and my husband. We pretty much built the pack. Unfortunately, no other parents decided to volunteer, and the pack was dissolved after my boys moved on to actual Boy Scouts, and that didn't last very long, and that's a very unfortunate situation. But that's neither here nor there. That's for a whole other conversation. Being that I was the committee chair, I dealt with different types of children. It's something that I did read up on. I know that there's several different levels of autism. I've never really had to deal with a high level autistic child. I don't know exactly where he was on the spectrum as far as Odin goes. Like I said, these are all just rumors and speculations that I've seen on social media, so I do not know for sure. It has not been verified. There's also been other things that I've seen on social media. My parents actually have a video of him crawling out of his bedroom window, and that's the reason why they have the exact time frame of when he had left that night on Thursday night. They say that he climbed out his window. The mother realized when he set off the security camera, I guess. Apparently, he must have been awful fast when he climbed out the window. I know that autistic children do tend to go towards bodies of water. And that's why I said once you hear things that I'm going to talk about within this article, and if you've seen my last video that I had posted about Odin when I initially found out about him, I did put down in the description box, and you will find out in these articles that he was located in a pond. So let's go ahead and go on to reading these articles. I'm going to try and go through them rather quickly. I do have also a couple of links for you. There is a fundraiser that a friend of the family had set up to help the family with meals. And there is also a GoFundMe that has been set up by a relative as well to help the family with funeral expenses for Odin. Like I said at the beginning of this is looking like it was just a very tragic accident that has happened to this poor little angel. Okay, let me pull myself together and let's get to the articles. This one here is from Northwest Arkansas Democrat Gazette. This article was posted August 8th, 2025, and it was updated August 8th, 2025 at 6:16 p.m. And I'm assuming that is going to be Central Time. I'm in Eastern time, so it could also be Eastern time if it's going based off of my computer's clock. If it is going based off of local time, that would be Central time in that area. Child reported missing in Gentry, found unalive Friday morning. A 6-year-old boy who went missing Thursday night was found unalive Friday morning, according to a news release from the Benton County Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Office was notified shortly before 10 p.m. Thursday that Odin Upton had gone missing from his home near Browning Road in Gentry, according to the release. Sheriff Sean Holloway activated his office's search and rescue teams. Odin's body was found at about 8 a.m. Friday. The release did not say where he was found. Our hearts are with Odin's family, friends, and all who love him during this difficult time, the release states. Lieutenant Shannon Jenkins, a spokeswoman for the Sheriff's Office, said they do not suspect foul play. Jenkins said in addition to the search and rescue team, canine dogs and the helicopter were used to search for Odin. Additional details on the case were not provided. He loved school, Jenkins said of Odin. He loved the outdoors. A post on Gentry Public Schools Facebook page referenced Odin's unaliving. Tragedy has struck Gentry, and the weight of this loss is felt by our entire community, the post states. Odin was an enthusiastic 6-year-old, full of excitement to begin kindergarten next week. Though we haven't known him for very long, he was already one of our own. The post states all of Gentry grieves today. Our hearts are broken and our prayers are with his family during this unimaginable time, the post states. A GoFundMe page has been set up to help Odin's parents with funeral costs, with a fundraiser goal of $6,000. Odin was excited to start kindergarten, make new friends, and explore the world around him, the page states. His future was bright, and his absence leaves an unfillable space in our hearts. He is survived by his mother, father, and 4 siblings. Days like this make us realize how quickly life can change forever. Upton's memory will forever be lived on through his family and friends and all that had the privilege of knowing him. Here is the GoFundMe page, and I will be placing a link down in the description box for their GoFundMe. So far, they've raised $3,852, and their goal is $6,000. So if you are able, please help them out if you find it in your heart to do so. This is organized by Peter, and I hope I am getting this last name right, Pasquale. This is what it states here. Look at him. Look how cute he is in that Spider-Man costume. Just adorable. My boys are too old to wear costumes for Halloween anymore. Odin Upton, a beautiful child taken away too soon. Amen. It is with a heavy heart that we announce the passing of Odin Upton, a joyful 6-year-old boy full of life and wonder. This morning, Odin was found deceased in a tragic accident, leaving our family in a deep state of grief. Odin was excited to start kindergarten, make new friends, and explore the world around him. His future was bright, and his absence leaves an unfillable space in our hearts. He is survived by his mother, father, and 4 siblings. Days like this makes us realize how quickly life can change forever. Upton's memory will forever be lived on through his family and friends and all that had the privilege of knowing him. I am Peter Pasquale and am raising funds for Nicole and Tyler Upton, who just lost their son in a terrible accident on August 8th. All funds will go towards funeral costs and will help with relieving a small fraction of stress during this very dark time for everyone involved. Losing a child is hard enough, and I am wanting to help the family not worry about finances on top of what they have experienced. It is not easy having to lose a child, and hopefully you will feel compelled to help out and donate. Thank you all from the Upton family. I can't even imagine, and I never want to have to imagine the loss that this family is going through right now. They have some pictures right here. Look at him. He's so adorable. Go ahead and take care. Look at these pictures of him. What a beautiful soul. May he rest in peace. Kindergartner found unalive in pond after overnight search in northwest Arkansas. This one was posted on Friday, August 8th, 2025 at 9:33 a.m. And then it was updated Friday, August 8th, 2025 at 11:49 a.m. Gentry, Arkansas. A 6-year-old boy has been found unalive after Benton County, Arkansas investigators spent the night searching for him. Odin Upton was reported missing from his home in Gentry just before 10 p.m. on Thursday night, according to ABC affiliate 40/29 News. Upton was found unalive in a pond not far from his home at 8 a.m. on Friday morning. Quote, "Our hearts are going out and breaking for them," unquote, Lieutenant Shannon Jenkins of the Benton County Sheriff's Office said of the Upton's family. According to his family, Odin had a lot of ambition and has a love of the outdoors. He was a kindergartner in Gentry Public Schools. Law enforcement was not yet ready to share additional information about the investigation. This is an ongoing story. Details will be provided as they become available. Just to clarify, from what I understand, school had not actually started yet, so he wasn't actually in kindergarten yet. I believe that he was supposed to be starting next week. One more article that I wanted to share with y'all. This one is from 40/29 News. Friends mourn and rally support following unaliving of 6-year-old Odin Upton. Deputies found 6-year-old Odin Upton in a nearby pond after an overnight search. The community rallied with food and supply donations. And they do have this short little video here that we're going to go ahead and watch. And this was, it doesn't say when it was actually posted, but it does say that it was updated at 4:05 a.m., and that is Central Time on August 9th, 2025. So this is the most recent article that I was able to find. So let's go ahead and watch this news clip right here.
A community is mourning tonight after the body of a missing child was found near his home.
40/29's Abner Sosa shows us where the search ended and how the people are now coming together to help in any way they can.
6-year-old Odin Upton was reported missing Thursday night from his home near Gentry. Deputies launched a full-scale search with canines, helicopters, and ground crews. After searching through the night, his body was found Friday morning in a pond nearby.
Like any death investigation, we have more questions that need to be answered, and so our detectives will continue to work this case like we would any death investigation case.
The sheriff's office says foul play is not suspected, but the investigation remains open. For the friends of the family, the loss is deeply personal.
And when I found out it was my friend and her little boy, it kind of hit close to home because, again, I know the little boy. Sorry.
Bethany Kane is now helping organize donations, from groceries to funeral costs, through a meal train online. She says the family also has another child who was supposed to start school alongside Odin this fall.
Odin was very playful. He was very energetic. He's the type of person, lights up the room. I made a meal train. We are raising money on there as well for them, for groceries, bills, any kind of financial burdens that they're hitting right now. Obviously, funeral arrangements.
Kane says donations of clothes, diapers, and daily essentials are still needed, all to help lift some of the burden off of family and grief. The Benton County Sheriff's Office says their hearts are with the family as they continue to process this heartbreaking loss.
Anytime when we have the death or loss of a child, it's just heartbreaking, and you really just see
Yes,
the
it
defeat on
is.
everybody's faces. And it's hard. It's really hard.
For 4029 News, I'm Abner Sosa.
My heart breaks for them. Okay, sorry, just had to take a break there for a minute. Benton County, Arkansas. Earthquake has gripped Gentry and the surrounding areas as the community mourns the loss of 6-year-old Odin Upton, whose body was discovered Friday morning in a pond near his home. The child had been reported missing Thursday night, prompting a widespread search by local authorities. Deputies with the Benton County Sheriff's Office launched an all-night operation after receiving the missing child report, utilizing canine units, helicopters, and ground crews. Despite their tireless efforts, the search ended early the next day when Odin's body was found near the property. Quote, "Anytime we have the death or loss of a child, it's just heartbreaking," unquote, said Lieutenant Shannon Jenkins of the Benton County Sheriff's Office. Quote, "You can really see the defeat on everybody's face. It's hard. It's really hard," end quote. I can only imagine how hard it can be. I'm not even close to the situation. I'm not even anywhere remotely close to that situation or that community. It really pulls at the heartstrings, even for me, just having 2 boys, and my boys are teenagers. I have one that's only a few months away from being 18, and it still tugs at the heartstrings for me even. While investigators say foul play is not suspected, they confirm that the case remains open as a standard unaliving investigation continues. For those who knew the family personally, the loss is devastating. Quote, "When I found out it was my friend and her little boy, it kind of hit close to home because, again, I know the little boy," end quote, said Bethany Kane, a family friend. She was the one that you seen on that news clip right there that was talking about the food train. Quote, "Odin was very playful. He was very energetic. He's the type of person who lights up the room," end quote. Kane is helping to organize community support through a meal train fundraiser to provide meals, groceries, and financial relief as the family navigates their grief. She shared that Odin's sibling was set to begin school with him this fall. Now, I'm going to also talk about the meal train as well here in a minute when we get done with this article. Donation needs. Now, this is very, very important, and if you can help and your heart tells you to do it, please, please help this family out because they are going through such a hard time right now. I can't even imagine what they're going through. In addition to financial contributions, the community is rallying to gather essential items for the grieving family. Donations are being accepted to help ease daily burdens, especially with young children still in the home, according to Kane. Items requested include juice, snacks, size 3 pull-ups, paper plates, utensils, Parents' Choice sensitive baby formula, children's clothes. Note, no bananas due to allergies. Kane said she and others hope these donations will help lift some of the logistical and emotional weights off the family during this incredibly difficult time. Normally on my channel, the main thing that I focus on is true crime cases, and this is not a normal case that I would usually focus on, but in this situation, it was a missing boy that was found unalive in a pond just real close to the home, which this could have very easily been a true crime case. That is why I originally did look into this case and wanted to cover it. I don't think that it's going to take that turn. I think this was just merely a tragic accident, but that doesn't mean that we can't help this family out. No matter what, they still lost their innocent baby. Even though it may have been an accident, they're still grieving. This is the reason why I still wanted to put this update out. I didn't want to just leave it hanging in the air. I wanted to bring attention to these donation links so that if you can help the family and you do feel it in your heart that this is something that you want to do, then please, by all means, help this family out. Help relieve a little bit of that burden that they may feel at this moment. I understand that the community is rallying around them, and that is absolutely wonderful. But it is a very small community. We are a very large community out here in the true crime community. And we could do so much more to help them and make sure that they reach their goals that they need in order to make sure that Odin is given the proper burial, that he is laid to rest in the proper way, and that this family, at least for a little while, will have enough support to where they can grieve properly. There is the meal train information, which again, I will be posting this link down in the description box as well for those that can and want to help. And this is, which I had never actually heard of this before. I mean, we've all heard of GoFundMe's before. I actually found this rather interesting. This meal train site. It says right here that there's, in this family, there are 2 adults and 4 kids. And it even gives you like a drop-off time, I guess, for dropping off the meals if you want to actually drop the meals off in person, I guess. So we'll go ahead and we'll scroll down here and look at him. So cute. I'm assuming that that is graduation from preschool, that picture right there. I remember when my kids graduated from preschool, I had to go and get the camera out, and they were just so cute in their little cap and gown and everything. And then they even had a little graduation from kindergarten where they had their cap and gown. And unfortunately, he's not going to get that. But at least they have this picture here of him in his cap and gown. At least they have one. Okay, y'all, I'm back. 8/7/2025. Odin went missing from his home in Gentry and was found the next morning, 8/8/2025, deceased. I have decided to make this meal train to help with some meals for the family to take a little stress off their shoulders. They also have a smaller baby that eats baby food. We encourage a small card or note to be dropped off with their meal with some words of encouragement. Not required, but it would be nice to let the family know we are thinking of them during this time. I'll tell you what, a little greeting card or a little note card like that, sometimes in these kind of situations can go a very long way, or even just a little message to let people know that you're thinking of them. I can imagine that can go a long way in a situation like this. I've lost people that were close to me. Granted, thank goodness I've never lost a child, but I have lost people close to me. And it's those little things that really stand out that help in situations like this. Nothing can fix, quote unquote, this tragedy, but we can come together as a community and show them some love. If you'd like to support this family with a meal, I'd be happy to message you the address for drop-off. Recipient info, and it says allergies or restrictions. It says allergies to bananas. So please, nothing with bananas. And the food is for 2 adults, 4 kids. Drop-off time is 4 to 5 p.m. then let's see, it says view all details. Okay, so email organizer for address, Gentry, Arkansas, 4 to 5 p.m. for the drop-off. We already read that part. And then, of course, the special instructions are talking about leaving a card or words of encouragement with the food on the porch. We'd like to respect their privacy and give them space to grieve in peace. So drop-off would just be on the porch. No need to knock, to talk, and ask questions. They are so appreciative of everyone and the support. I can only imagine that right now they do not want to be bombarded with everybody and their brother coming up to their door. And then meal calendar. Okay, so, well, you guys can go ahead and go through this. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link in the description box. I have no more words. If y'all want, drop some comments, thoughts down there in the comment box. This will probably be the last update for Odin, unless I do hear anything else. But like I said at the beginning, this just, to me, really feels like it was just a horrible, tragic accident, and that there's really nobody to blame in this situation. So with that being said, thank you so much for all your support. Spend time with your loved ones, and don't ever, ever take any day for granted, because you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. Go hug your children and tell them you love them. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a safe and happy day. Bye-bye, y'all.